Vance Capley is a self-taught artist who has worked in various mediums, including drawing, painting, and graphic design for over 20 years. He now has his designs here on TEEPUBLIC. Old school, unique, stylish. He is also available to help you with your original TEEPUBLIC designs. Make sure you visit Vance Capley Art 1972 at teepublic.com. You'll be glad you did.
When I was growing up in the 1980s, my family used to rent movies down at the Snow Creek Mercantile. It was a real treat to grab a Mountain Dew and look at all those cool VHS tapes and posters on the walls. Over time, I moved away, but I can still remember those great nights when Elton Mitchell introduced us to the world of cinema at a little country store in Santa Fe, Tennessee. Thank you, Elton. Rest in peace. Hello, my friends, and happy Thursday to you all. It's been a while since I've done an art video, and today is the day. Today I'm doing a digital scratch board, this time with color. I'm starting off using my GIMP program, GIMP, which is free. There's a link down below in the description. Right now I'm picking out the colors that I want to use as the background. And there's different little effects you can do, and I'm trying to figure out which color I want. And I'm going to play with the colors here for just a second. Just to see what I could come up with. Let's try something different here. It's a little bit better. Not quite. I think what I'll do is just do a red fade from the edges to the center. I think that'll work. It's got a, whoops, too much. A little bit better. I think I'm going to go with that though. Let's try one more time. There we go. I like that. The next thing I do is I add a layer of just black. And just drop it right on in there. And the next thing I'm going to do is use the eraser tool. And just pick it, smooth so it'll look nice, and put about 2, I guess, size 2. But yeah, I think the size 2 will be perfect for this. And I've mentioned it before on another scratchboard video I tried, and I liked the results. And I wanted to try it with the colors like the ones we had as children, or the ones my children have. My kids have, had, whatever, they're grown-ups now nearly. Anyway, so I'm just kind of freehanding this idea I had in my head of like a space monster or whatever. Very kaiju kind of fun there. And you just kind of go in there and just kind of scratch it around a little bit. And you could do this on Photoshop or pretty much any kind of art program where you have layers. It's kind of fun. Or you could do it with crayons and paper. Let's see, how you do that again. You take a piece of paper and just put a bunch of colors. And then, lightly, nicely, every kind of color you could imagine everywhere, then cover it up with a thick layer of black crayon, get a toothpick and just like that, create you some cool artwork. But on the digital end of the spectrum, I just wanted to try this, and it worked on the other videos, so I'm trying it on here, and I kind of like the way it's turning out. I like the colors and the effect. The colors I chose kind of give it that neon or 80s kind of vibe. I kind of like that look. If you've been following me on social media, you know that our comic show at the end of this month has been canceled. This is June 2020. If you're watching this in the past or in the future or whatever. But the June 2020 comic show has been canceled. So I was really looking forward to that here in Columbia, Tennessee. But with the virus that shall not be named, because I don't want any kind of issues with YouTube right now, I just want to put my videos up. It's been delayed. It may be delayed for a long time. Our world's changing. It ain't the way it used to be. Probably never will be again. And I'm doing this little scratchy board thing here. And remember, the colors are multiple colors here. There's, from the center going outward. So it looks like I've got all this light coming in from the side there, but it's really not. It's just the way I'm scratching it. I've got a lot of comics I've been working on, trying to get those out of the way. But I've also had an increase in my Fiverr work for hire work. And so it's kind of taking up most of my time. I just happened to have a little break this afternoon, so I thought I would go ahead and do this. And that's the other reason I've been playing a lot of videos where me and Dave Good are chatting or talking or whatever, is because I just really haven't had the time to shoot a drawing video. And this video is basically an entertainment / educational art kind of channel. But it started out with me and Dave way back when, so me and Dave are working on the Golden Adonis. His character is getting his first book of a solo book. Golden Adonis was in Judo Comics, and periodically on the Dave Good Stuff blog, you need to look for that. New episodes almost every Wednesday morning or late Tuesday night, whatever, If you're very nostalgic and dig that Silver Age and B-movie stuff, you've got to check this blog out. It's very good. Still trying to finish up Iron Skull. It's just nature of the beast. It was originally supposed to be done by the end of May, and it's just, my workload's humongous now, and so it's just, will it get done? Yes. Is it going to take longer than I thought? Yes. And I got other books I've got to get done. I've got a couple of projects that are, just waiting for me to get to them, comic book wise. And I'm looking forward to getting to some of those. I'll be working with the Slim Carity. Probably on some more little strips for Monster Magazine whenever we get back to it. He and I's little comic strips are really fun. Let's see. Me and Andy Hardison will be working on Captain Zero Book 2. We're working on it on and off, and at the end of this month, we're supposed to get together for another meeting. We've got a large chunk of it ready. It's just a matter of getting it ready for illustration and things like that. It was suggested to me that I did to do a collection of my artwork, and I had already talked about this on another video, but I kind of changed my mind on that because, a lot of my stuff's not very good. So what I'm probably going to do is take the comics that I've already done, put it in a magazine format instead of a book, and just, like a Shonen Jump thing where it's just a magazine full of comics, but magazine size. So that'd be kind of neat. Still thinking on that. I don't know. And you see all the scratch work I'm doing here. Look at this. And I'm doing little circles and stuff, kind of give that look like scales and everything like that. Recently, I ordered a boatload of comics from Alterna Comics, and waiting for them to come in. I'm so excited because Gods and Gears issue 4 is going to be in there along with a bunch of other books, and I'm just stoked, looking forward to reading all that. Let's see. I backed a couple of books on Indiegogo I'm very excited about. And I'll go more into that later when I do like a, overview of everything I've purchased on Indiegogo. It's going to take a while though, obviously. I picked up this collection of Golden Age Superman, Golden Age Batman, and Golden Age Wonder Woman. They're hardback collections. And I got them for like $12 and change over at Ollie's. If you're wanting to get something kind of cool, check out Ollie's. And if you ain't got a lot of money, you're getting good stuff. As they say, good stuff cheap. Not a sponsor. But yeah. Also, I picked up the Walmart comics. The what is the name of those books? It's like Red Rooster and Legion's Arts. You can look them up online, get their stuff. I was really impressed with the 4 books. There are 4 books. Unfortunately, I cannot remember the name of the 4th book because it was a month ago when I read it. Now I can't remember it, which is not saying much. It's not that I'm forgetting the story because it was really good. It's just my head's full of bees. Lots of bees. So many bees. Alright, so I'm saving everything, and on the screen I cut out like lightning bolts, like he's shooting them or whatever. And just for fun, let's do a little invert image. Whoa, that's too much white. Blind somebody. Put that back to normal. There we go. Come on back down now. There we go. Looking good. And as you can see on the screen, the video has ended. And I want to thank each one of you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. I do ask and request that if you have the time, visit some of the people I've mentioned in this video. Legion's Arts, or go to Indiegogo, find some projects you want to sponsor. I think there's one called Kickstarter. Look on there, they've got stuff to sponsor too. Just look around, find something to suit your own tastes, sponsor it. Help a company, a company or independent creator out. If you have a local comic shop you just absolutely adore and love, order something from them directly. You could do that. Some of them are doing like drive-by pickups, or they can just mail them to your house. Whatever the case may be, do that. Also, don't forget to get some of my books so I can pay my bills. And t-shirts. Thank you so much for watching. Be careful. God bless. Goodbye.